Hey, this bingo update is brought to you by the Doug Stanhope eBay yard sale. We actually planned this eBay yard sale back in the summer. In June we were going to do it, and then we were too busy and had too much shit going on with the book and the special and a tour. Well, we said we'll save it for Christmas, not knowing that Bingo would have fractured her egg, and all the king's horsemen and all the king's men would have had to come down here to Tucson for a fucking month in a hospital, taking turns wondering if her egg will ever get back into scrambled, as it were. So, here's the eBay yard sale. This is not a fucking charity event. This is just us selling shit we de-hoarded. Suits, memorabilia. Bingo's even selling some shit. She's got a saxophone. Suits I've worn in, on stage, on TV, shit I retired, and we're selling it to you. Yeah, a bunch of shit. The Doug Stanhope and Bingo eBay yard sale, and it ends, I don't know, until it ends. I don't know, fucking just go to eBay and search Stanhope yard sale. It's a bunch of shit that I'll regret selling one day, and I'll try to find, who did we sell that thing to? I love that thing. So yeah, get that thing. It'll be done in time to get it to you for Christmas. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is the worst plug ever. It's eBay yard sale. Castle Rock, Kenny.
Nice. We're rolling. Hey, Doug, this is the first Bible we're actually like putting online or auction or anything, right?
Yeah.
We haven't done one before.
No, right. Never. Oh, well, this will go out before it ends.
Yeah.
All right. Bingo's trach tube and her wrist oh, fuck. I'm drunk. I was hoping that last Adderall would kick in 3 minutes, but it hasn't. So Bingo's trach tube with wrist restraints are on eBay, and the stolen Bible she found, that will end at Tuesday morning, I think.
Tuesday morning. I can't remember if it's 9 Eastern or 9 Arizona time, which is Mountain, but it's in the morning on Tuesday.
All right.
But the auction items start closing on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
6 our time. I'm going to put this out, then I'm going to let you carry the rest of the podcast, because once I try to talk out loud, I realize I'm fucking hammered. But here's something that I've been wanting to do forever, but I only see morning news. I watch Tucson Morning News, KVOA Morning News, local. There's nothing more fun. Ask James Inman if there's anything more fun than watching the local weather. Jeff Beamish, Jeff, Beamish, at Jeff Beamish. He does this. It's so Anchorman. The entire 6 a.m. newscast on KVOA. It's so cornball. Everyone fits Anchorman so perfect. And I've fucked with them all on Twitter. And Jeff Beamish does the weather where he says, okay, let's start with Sky Candy. Hashtag Sky Candy. And it's every local douchebag sending pictures of the monsoons or lightning striking
sunset,
or a beautiful sunrise. Send your pictures to hashtag Sky Candy. And every morning I watch this, I think, why don't we have the killer termites send all this shit at Jeff Beamish, Beamish, hashtag Sky Candy. If you will just send the most horrific pictures of whatever, murder, death, porn, midget boners, just inundate hashtag Sky Candy and just ruin his morning world. So when I wake up and I watch this 6 o'clock news, I have DVR'd. I want to see the moment they no longer say hashtag Sky Candy. I know you can do this for me. I've had a very hard month. And we watched football for the first time at home in 5 weeks. So please do that for me. Hashtag Sky Candy. Just, all right, that's how we start. And we're here with Chad, Shank, Chaille, Bongo Bingaman, Kelly Bingaman, Bingo's sister. Bingo did make an appearance today at football. The only thing that she doesn't have left is social skills, and I understand that. She's getting her memory back, and she's remembering, but she thinks she fucked up her 40th birthday, and she has a lot of issues. She thinks her trach hole is disgusting because she doesn't remember the catheter and the rectal tube and the intubation and the fucking IVs, and this is disgusting. I don't want to talk to people. So,
but it's basically a Band-Aid.
Yeah, right
that's
now it's
on
a
her.
Band-Aid.
I mean, that's what it is. It's healing.
Well, and
heals
to
by
be
itself.
fair, she might just be using that as an excuse to not fucking talk to people. I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, she did. She did say hi to a lot of people, and then a lot of people she doesn't recognize. But I don't recognize like Jet Lacey or Fury. I don't recognize them. I know their names, but I don't recognize their faces.
Chad's going to come here next week. He's going to have a little Band-Aid on his throat. Sorry, I just came to drop off ice.
Solidarity Band-Aid. Like our solidarity finger painting.
I saw the opening this morning, and we've nicknamed it her third eye because it literally looks like an
Jesus.
eyeball.
Chaille's already disturbed. Chaille's got a queasy stomach as it is. But I saw it. That whole time in the hospital, shit I thought I could never handle, I handled well. And when I saw Joby was here, Joby's not here right now. He's supposed to be. But he was there when she pulled the trach out. And he said that, and we all had this vision of this flappy... I hate to say it, but what her vagina used to look like before the vagioplasty. This open. No, it's a little tiny baby bottom hole, and now it's getting smaller. Like it's Benjamin Button's of a hole. It gets smaller. Yeah, her. Sorry, you gave me the look, Chaille. You take over. Yeah, it's nothing. She keeps bitching about nothing.
Well,
again, just so everybody knows, she might just not want to fucking talk to you, and she's being polite. So, you know,
could happen. Yeah. I don't want to talk to a lot of you either, especially when I can't make words. I realized as I start a podcast. Hey, you take over, Chad. I'll come back in when the Adderall.
you
kicks in.
you had a point, and that's why we set this up. To do this, let's just do it quick. Get your bullet points. You got a fucking pad in front of you. Let's do this.
But
so I can go be
Kelly
hung
is
over
here.
somewhere else.
Her sister is here. Hang on. Who wants to go? You got gay date. What?
Oh,
We should be drinking these as we speak. Tracy, they stayed up late last night. I was in bed before 10 o'clock because I have to watch Bingo. Chaille and Tracy stayed up till 3 a.m. drinking. Our new favorite drink.
watermelon, strawberry, jalapeno margarita.
Yeah.
I can't even.
I had one
I
last
can't even
night.
say it without feeling homophobic.
Well, this started back when we crashed Chad Shank's. You and Jenny had a honeymoon party
a
up in
staycation.
It was in Phoenix, though. You found a resort, and I said to you, drunk, like this one night on the podcast. Oh, you're doing that? Can we crash it? So me and Bingo and Chaille, we crashed your honeymoon nice time, and they had a signature drink. Here's the thing. Wherever we go, even in the hospitals over the last month, we have a bar with us. We travel with a bar. We were in the ICU overnight with club soda vodka and a mixer all stuck in a closet. We're drinking, even if we have to take Adderall to make sure Bingo doesn't pull a fucking thing out of her thing.
Like someone would bring a book or a magazine.
Right. We bring a bar.
Bring sneaky bottles.
Booze and Adderall.
Yeah. If we're doing 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., yeah, we have Adderall to make sure that the cocktails don't make us irresponsible.
Medicinal drinking.
That didn't always work, by the way.
So when we crashed, Chad and Jenny's
R&R.
party.
It was like an R&R. They were just getting out of town.
Yeah, we have our own bar in the hotel room. So if we go to the bar, we want to buy something that we can't make in our room for basically free. So they had a strawberry, watermelon, jalapeno margarita as a signature drink. And we all tried that and we loved it. And then we didn't go back to vacation. But now on this thing.
Well, we were at an inappropriate bar where they probably don't make that.
Let's call it the Fox and Hound because that's what it was named. On La Cholla.
It's not a place you go for gay dates and watermelon margaritas.
It's a sports bar with like 1,000 TVs in 1,000 rooms.
So I get to Tucson and immediately Stanhope goes, let's go over and have a fucking margarita at this place. I go, let's go. So we take off over there and we get out.
We needed a break.
Well, my backpack that I carry my weed and stuff in is basically Jenny's old purse. So it looks like a woman's purse that I carry around.
It's a woman's purse.
It's incredibly
It looks like it's a woman's purse because it's a woman's purse.
It would look very appropriate for a gay gentleman walking in Miami clubbing. It's a tiny backpack on your large broad shoulders.
I used to carry my weed in a fanny pack, and this is more feminine than that. So we walk into this bar, and we have one fingernail, the same fingernail, painted bingo blue. Yep. And I'm carrying a purse. And Stanhope saddles up to the bar and orders a strawberry watermelon margarita with jalapeno in it.
Because this bar had the same thing without the jalapeno, and I remembered how much fun we had crashing your honeymoon. Can you infuse a little bit of jalapeno into this?
And the bartender seemed ecstatic at that, like, oh, that's such a great idea. And then she looked at me and goes, and for you? And I go, I'll have the same thing. And immediately the look on her face changed from like, that drink sounds good to like, these guys are on a gay fucking date.
In the most not aggro sports bar, it was more of a yuppie sports
like a
bar.
Buffalo Wild Wings type.
We went out to smoke. I went out to smoke a lot, and you went with me, and we heard a lot of Ashleys going and a dude that's just trying to fuck her going, absolutely, right, and like, yeah, absolutely.
If I was gonna go on a gay date, it would be there so people wouldn't think I was on a gay date, probably. But
as Andy Andrus calls it, we're reticent queers. we were the most awkward queers that you could have, and then...
Well, that awkwarded her out, and she, like, okay, and she took off, and then she comes back to bring drinks, and she says, well, can I bring you guys a menu? Do you guys want some nachos or something? And immediately I just saw the opportunity, so I leaned over to Stanhope, and I go, if I have to bottom later, I don't want nachos.
He whispered that in a Chad Shank, if I have to bottom later.
So I was looked at like the world's most unlikely queer in the world, and she took off. But it was fucking funny as shit.
It was very funny.
And then the next day we went back for football
With Dad.
with
Bingo's
dad, who also has the same fingernail painted Bingo blue. So on the way there, I was like, I hope it's not the same bartender, because she's going to think that we're on Grindr, like with some sort of weird fucking cult. At which Stanhope informed me that I knew way too much about gay culture.
Yeah, we're out of there. Thanks, Fox and Hound, for not. I was a dick. I'm like, can you put on another game? You got the Broncos against the Jaguars, and you have 700 TVs, but we can only hear the cast of the most boring game. Oh, is everything okay? No, it's not okay. Well, we can't change it. There's a system or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is just how
we left.
You reminded me of myself at that point more than ever, because you tried like a most invalid argument, like, we've talked to everybody in here and nobody is watching the Denver Broncos. And I was like, we haven't talked to anybody at all. Like, you just completely made that up. That's something I would fucking do just because I'm angry about it.
It's the worst game on TV that no one wants to watch. Even Broncos fans against the Jaguars. No, it didn't matter. But let's stop shitting on the Fox and Hound. Shit on them. Open on Thanksgiving. They did serve us Thanksgiving dinner.
Get a strawberry watermelon margarita with jalapeno. They're good.
You have to ask for the jalapeno by name. But let's cut to. I'm a bit reticent to even bring it up because, I'm against lawsuits all around, and there's a lot of talk amongst the family about, you know what? Fuck this. We shouldn't have to pay for this. When these people fucked up really bad, and today, 3 weeks almost, they're out. Bingo's out. She's doing well. She finally gets her hair brushed out. 3 weeks out of UMC Banner University Medical Center Banner. You can Google their Twitter. 3 weeks out of there, they found a staple in her head from the first
They
time.
forgot.
Yeah. They were pulling staples out of her head 3 weeks ago. They found one they missed. Oh, fuck. And Kelly, her sister, who's here on the podcast, you were in the room. You have pictures of the two dudes that did the staple pulling, and I don't want to put them under the bus because if you see the picture, they're smiley, nice kids. They're residents. That's what you get at a university, is you get kids trying for their first time. It's like going to a tattoo parlor, and they go, I could do this. Paint Tippy the turtle. Come on. Old people.
Or the pirate. The pirate.
Thanks, old people. Hey, draw Tippy the turtle and mail it in to us, and we'll tell you if you have a career in art.
You don't want your tattoo artist to say, wow, your shoulder's a lot different than that navel orange I did last night. Or a ham. I mean, you want someone who's done one before.
So, Kelly, you were in the room.
Yeah. So the two residents come in and they look pretty young. And so they're ready to take Amy's staples out. And so we finally get her to sit down because at that time she was just, she sits down for 1 second. She's ready to get back up and you got to sit still. So
her attention span was literally a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I literally had to be like right in front of her face to keep her sitting there. And so the guy, it's a guy and a gal, the guy is about to go in and start taking the staples out. And then the lady was like, well, no, you don't do it that way. You do it this way. And he was like, what? And he's like, no, you do it this way. And he's like, have you ever used this tool before? And she's like, well, no, I haven't. And so they're sitting in front of me arguing how to properly take the staples out of my sister's head. And I'm just staring at Amy's face.
Conscious enough.
Yeah, I'm just staring at Amy's face while they're arguing how to take the staples out correctly. And just in shock over this.
And using a tool for the first time.
Yeah, they didn't know they both had their own method.
Chad, you're holding the wrong end.
I'll YouTube it right now. Look.
This the staples were across the back of her head. So they didn't shave her head or anything like that. So there was a mass of hair.
Yeah, and there was like blood and scabby. So it was hard to search for him. And I wasn't sure how many staples were in there. So I kept saying, like, did you get them all? Did you get them all? And they kept looking.
Key is they didn't know how many staples were in there.
Yes.
And this goes on with Banner in the lawsuit.
Yeah. So no one knew the exact
There's
amount.
no lawsuit. You're just making a joke.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm nervous about this because you don't want to leave anything in there. So I'm like, hey, did you get them all? And they're like, yeah, we got them all. Guess not. As of today.
There was no communication with any of the facilities from the time she got airlifted here to there, from the time she went from there to the brain trauma. No one has any idea. They shuffled her out of one place to another. It's your fault now. You deal with it. So, yeah, no, there's no lawsuit yet. But it's so fucked on so many levels that you want to blame someone, even your mom. She was during one of those case manager
meetings.
Yeah, we should sue. Like, let's do the blame game later. Well, now it's later, and I'm on her page. I'm not going to mention anything that's going on right now, but it's fucked right now. Bingo's doing way better, but what they should be taking care of. Anyway, back to fun. Hey, how about Bingo lost for the first time?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. She was 5-0 in her post-coma football picks. From the time she could gurgle mouth sounds to you, I was getting football picks. She picked the Dolphins the first time. I forget the second pick. Then she was Pittsburgh Raiders, then anti-Raiders. Anyway, she was 5-0. She picked Seattle. She lost for the first time. And we like to think that means she's better now. She's no longer talking to angels.
She was tuned in for a while.
Did she actually tell you all 5? Or did you just put 2 helmets on the bed and she touched one?
No. She would at least, the first time she was just mumbling words, and I knew I gave her Dolphins because that's her favorite team.
Yeah.
Because they match her hair. And I said, Dolphins versus whoever. And she mouthed Dolphins.
Yeah, you had to read her lips for a while.
But the last one was Raiders on Thursday night against the Chiefs. She goes, the Raiders will definitely lose. And I said, by 3.5 points? Yes. And now she lost. So much for our hopeful sponsorship by betonline.ag.
She's no Rain Man.
Yep. She also has to go through, I don't want to get into the details, but she has to do therapy now, speech therapy at minimum, and we were hoping she wouldn't remember that she doesn't like Suzanne, but Suzanne just walked in.
Yeah, I'm getting her a speech therapist. I got the best.
You got the best, but you didn't. We'll have to talk after the podcast. So I actually haven't asked her. Oh,
I just saw Bingo. So
you just saw Bingo?
Yeah.
Where?
Here, right when she came into Elmo's, and I was sitting right there.
She went to Elmo's? Bingo's at Elmo's?
Where else do you go?
Fuck her.
Cured.
With who? With who?
I thought it was her parents.
Holy shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit!
That'll
should
be
I?
interesting.
Hey, should I go to Elmo's real quick?
I'll
Make
text
sure
mom
shit's
real
okay?
fast.
Yeah, we
And
should
see
go to
what's going
Elmo's.
on. Where
What are we
you?
at? 30? That's a podcast.
Wait, the Kelly story.
Oh,
No, she
Kelly
did that. That's right.
had her
That's right.
story.
I'm a little flustered.
No,
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's do. Chad
All
got
right, Chad, let's do police beat.
No, he got a present.
Oh, Chad's
Get
got
something
a
in the mail.
present.
All right. I'm opening a present.
5 days after we
It appears to be a T-shirt.
Oh, I'll find out who it's from.
Chaille will find out who it's from. It says Austin 316. What is
Stone
that?
Cold Steve Austin.
Wrestler? It's a wrestler.
No clue. Jeez, you should have opened that first.
It's kind of. I should have looked up what I was opening because it seemed anticlimactic.
at the top.
I apologize if you send me gifts and I'm not as appreciative I should be. I'm a nihilist and I don't really fucking. Michael Cordy. Thanks, Michael.
All right.
Nice.
As you know, I
was
don't care about what my T-shirts say, so I appreciate any T-shirt. Thank you.
There was a lot of shit after the last podcast. We did try to do as many thank yous as possible, and then I found a bunch of shit Bingo had brought to the other house. I need this, and I'm like, we never mentioned that, and there was other shit. I'm sorry if we didn't give you thank yous. There's a lot of stuff I think we missed.
Is that what this was?
Oh, no, that I found. That's
Okay.
from earlier.
All right.
Believe it or not, it's very chaotic around here. If you can't gather
Shocking.
that from what you know.
And there's a lot of fucked stories. Joby, you heard about that. I think we talked about Floyd now is in Copper Queen Hospital. Floyd, if you didn't get the fucking tweet about him and Bukowski, you stupid cocksuckers, you know what? I'm not explaining it. Yeah, we're all happy to be back here at football. Bingo will be fine eventually until she's fine. She hates you, so don't say hi at Safeway. All right, I guess that's it.
No. CISO, if you still have your subscription or you want to get a subscription.
Oh, shit. Joey Coco Diaz.
I just signed up for a new subscription with the code word Joey and watched Joey Coco Diaz. It was fantastic.
Joey Diaz, new special. Do you know what it's called? It's it's at the tip of my thing.
I have no idea what it's called at all.
It's socially unacceptable
There it
or
is.
something.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that it?
yeah.
Socially
Good.
unacceptable.
Socially unacceptable.
Great fucking stories. The
Yes.
guy's hilarious.
Joey Coco Diaz. He's on par with Becker and Andy Andrist as the funniest people, not funniest comedians. Overall, funniest people day and night. So when they're on stage, you just happen to catch them for an hour. They're that funny all the fucking time. So yes, go to CISO. I guess I had a DVD out or CD.
CD out right now.
It doesn't matter. Just buy shit.
It does matter. We got a holiday special on DougStanhope.com right now, and you can get the signed special.
Hang on. Let me
CD.
close on this. Bid up Bingo shit, because as out of it as she might be, once she heard about the eBay yard sale, she looks at her own stuff.
Yeah.
And I go, Bingo, listen, they're dudes. They don't wear a lady's stuff. So, because her shit isn't being bid up as much as mine. But bid up that trach tube. I
That's
couldn't
signed,
put
by the
trach in the headline. Yeah, that was her trach and wrist restraints when Chad, Shank, and I were on night patrol, and we had to tie her wrist down so she didn't pull the trach out.
Stanhope tied her wrist down. I technically refused. I've been in restraints before, so I had a hard time to put her in restraints.
that would be
Stanhope
tough.
told me to.
Yeah.
I put her in restraints, and then I held on to it. I refused to attach it
You
to
wouldn't
the
do
bed.
it. You wouldn't do it. You'd hold her hand.
Yeah.
You held it like a kite.
Yeah. Listen.
It was like a kite.
Listen,
when you had her
even at that point, she trusted me and knew that who I was, and I didn't want to fucking break that.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
You have a very good bedside manner, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, you come off as
Aside from when I'm murderous?
yeah, and following people that cut you off for like 20 miles. You do have a good bedside manner, though. It was nice.
We will never lose that. And we have that right here is Night Shift. Chad Shank, Tracy.
Joby's not here.
Joby. That's what
Joby.
Yep. Yes.
Jenny.
Jenny, yeah.
Jenny was there too.
Jenny,
Yeah.
it was the 5 of us that were hardcore Night Shift for a while. So, yes, here's the Night Shift. If you were following the Twitter, Night Shift is here. And now we're going to go find Bingo down at Elmo's, probably trying to find Blow. All right.
With mom and dad.
With mom and dad.
Yeah.
That end of the auction is Monday, December 12th, 2016, and it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the auctions, they end every 10 minutes, and the last one will be the Bible.
92 things.
92 items.
It's 92 10 minutes. That's 920 hours, I think.
What's
Right?
the seller name?
right.
That we
It's
should search for?
Vavoom Bisbee. You can just do on eBay, just do a search.
Oh, yeah. You know
Stanhope
what? Hey, I
eBay
forgot
auction.
that. There's some douchebag, and
No,
I
you
have
did-
to appreciate
No, you
this
mentioned
scam.
it on the last podcast.
All right, good night.
1, 2, 3, 7, yeah! Right on, baby. The priest is here, and the casket is ready. Body inside looks nice and steady. Let's play it for the man, for the last time. Play it for the man. Farewell. Play it for the man, for the last time. Play it for the man. Praise the Lord, and we got to go on with the funeral party. 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 Yeah! All right. Now the priest is talking, and the casket starts to move. Everybody's crying. We all got the groove. Let's play it for the man, for the last time. Play it for the man. Farewell. Play it for the man, for the last time. Play it for the man. Praise the Lord, and we got